Clock is ticking, but the hands don't move. I'm stuck inside this old and weary groove. The air is thick like water in my lungs, a song of sorrow on 1,000 tongues. I try to lift my head, I try to see, but gravity is holding on to me. It's the gravity of lead inside my chest, a weary heart that cannot find its rest. Stagnant water heavy as the stone, standing in the crowded room alone. The world is turning, spinning out of sight, while I am anchored in the greatest light. Deep into the floor, I can't find the handle on the door. It's the gravity of lead inside my chest, a weary heart that cannot find its rest. Down, Nyara Bloom. The gravity of lead. There's a layer of debris on the sill. The house is empty and the air is still. I watch the people walking in the street. I hear the rhythm of their busy feet, but they don't see the face behind the pain. I'm just a shadow melting in the rain. I'm the dust upon the glass, thin and white, hiding from the reach of every light. A stagnant memory, a fading ghost, the one who needed everything the most. I'm waiting for the head to wipe it clear, but I've been sitting here from that ear to the breathing. Face the feeling. I'm the dust upon the glass, feel that weight. The button, Nyara I opened up my mouth to speak a name, but all that came was smoke without a flame. A hollow sound, a rattling in the throat, a sinking feeling in a wooden boat. There's nothing left to say and less to do. I'm just the ghost of someone that I knew. It's the echo of a sigh in the dark, searching for a fire, searching for a spark. But the wood is damp and the wind is cold. The story is too heavy to be told. I'm breathing out the gray, breathing out the blue, waiting for the silence to come through. No more words, just the air leaving nowhere. It's the echo of a sigh in the It's the echo of a sigh in the dark. Exhale, Nyara Bloom. The morning is a wall I cannot climb. I'm tangled in the iron ropes of time. Each minute is a stone upon my back. The sky is turning from the gray to black. I watch the dust motes dancing in the air, while I am tethered to this wooden chair. It's the anchor of the hours pulling deep, a promise that the spirit couldn't keep. The tides are moving out beyond the shore, but I don't feel the water anymore. Just the iron, just the cold, just the weight of standing still and calling it a fate. Drag me down where the light is a memory in the night. It's the anchor of the hour. Holding deep. Stationary, Nyara I've reached into the center of the dark, but I couldn't find a single living spark. Just the water rising to the brim, in a place where it's much too deep to swim. The flavor of the sorrow is so old, a story that has already been told. It's the salt in the well, bitter and still, breaking down the spirit and the will. The same old tears, the same old gray, watching all the colors wash away. Stagnant water in a hollow ground, where the only echo is a lonely sound. Drink it in, let it stay. There's no other kind of way. It's the salt in the well, bitter and still. It's the salt in the well, bitter and still. Nyara Bloom. 1,000 doors are lined up in a row, but I don't have the strength to even go to turn the handle or to push the wood. I'd change the ending if I only could, but the hallway is a mile of the mist, full of all the moments that I've missed. In the corridor, maybe I am lost, counting up the value and the cost of every step I didn't want to take, of every choice I was afraid to make. It's It's a heavy kind of haunting, soft and slow, with nowhere left for a tired soul to go. Left or right, day or night, I've lost the hunger for the light. In the corridor of maybe, I am indecision, Nyara Bloom. Indecision, Nyara I'm wearing my skin like a leaden coat. The syllables are heavy in my throat. A label that was given at the start. Now it's an anchor dragging on the heart. I leave it on the floor and walk away, but the shadow of the name is here to stay. It's the gravity of a name pulling down like a heavy silver broken crown. The letters are the stones upon the chest, giving the tired spirit no more rest. I'm drowning in the person I should be, while the ghost of me is screaming to be free. Who am I when the light is swallowed by the endless night? It's the gravity of a name pulling down. Heavy. Heavy. The gravity of a name. The iron gates are frozen in the cold. The hinges aren't too brittle and too old. I haven't moved the furniture in years. The polish has been eaten by the tears. I'm watching as the colors turn to brown in this internal, quiet, crumbling town. This is the architecture of the rust. Everything is turning into dust. A stagnant palace made of broken things, where no one ever speaks and no one sings. I'm sitting in the middle of the ride, in the only home that I have ever got. water doesn't move and doesn't rise, just like the heavy shadow in my eyes. The salt is thick and drying on the sand, a barren, gray and complicated land. I'm waiting for the ocean to come back, but the horizon is a line of solid black. I'm living in the stagnant tide tonight, waiting for the rhythm and the light. But the waves are tired and the sea is still, burying the hunger and the will. Just the mud and just the heavy, salty air, and the feeling of the silence everywhere. Drown me in the gray, take the breath of the day away. I'm living in the stagnant tide tonight. Motionless, Nyara Bloom. The water, the ocean is Nyara Bloom. One for the hope that I used to hold, two for the stories that I never told, three for the light that I couldn't find, four for the peace that I left behind. I'm making a list and I'm checking it twice, buying my sorrow at a heavy, heavy price. It's the inventory of the loss I feel, the only thing that's heavy and as real. A stagnant pile of the could have been, living in the silence of the might have been. I'm tired of the counting and the wait, in the garden of the things that came too late. 5, 6, nothing can fix. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10. 9, 10